Hey YouTube land, Tycondrius here, coming at you with another action figure review, and again we're on the Jurassic World Dominion line. This is the other 2-pack that I have yet to review. If you're following my videos in sequence, and hopefully if I'm uploading them in sequence, the Owen and Beta set will be the first one, and then Claire and Dilophosaurus will be the follow-up one. So I got, as previously mentioned in my other video, I got these sets from Big Bad Toy Store. Again, I don't know if they're available in Europe for the... Well, they might be available in Europe. I haven't seen them on stores shelves over here in Ireland. Unfortunately, some places, like other places in Europe, tend to get more stuff than we do for some reason. Not sure why, but it is what it is. But this is the Claire and Dilophosaurus set. Now, this was the ones that I was really looking forward to. I'm not hugely... I wouldn't say I'm not a huge fan of the Claire figure. I do like it. It's just, it wasn't the selling point for me. The selling point for me is the Dilophosaurus. Always loved the look of the dinosaur from the very first Jurassic Park film. That was a quick look at the packaging without me even saying anything about it. The Claire and her accessories are in behind the packaging, whereas the Dilophosaurus is actually exposed. Behind the Claire one Claire is behind the plastic bubble basically, and there is a fax app. So I really want to get onto the figure because I'm really excited about it. So this is the Claire and Dilophosaurus set. Now I'm going to move Claire aside and we'll get to her in a bit. She does come with a few accessories, and I do have one of the previous versions of the Claire figures, but this is the pièce de resistance of this line that I really like. This is the Dilophosaurus, aka Spitter. The paintwork on this is absolutely magnificent. Now, I'm not the biggest fan of the frill sections on these. Not the actual way it looks. It looks perfect. It's just the way it's done on the figures. I'm really hoping that with the upcoming Hammond collection version that should be coming out hopefully in the next couple of months, at the time of this recording, that they'll do a version. You'll either have the options to have the frill out like this, or with no frill like they did with the Amber collection version, where you could actually have the option of not having this frill exposed all the time. And it does have that fax app data thing. So if I bring that up to the camera and hold it, hopefully you'll be able to scan it if you don't already have this set. If not, I do recommend picking the set up just for this dinosaur alone. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go through all the previous versions of the Dilophosaur I have. And it comes with the one accessory, which is this spit piece. So if I put this one over here, and hopefully it will stand. The only other thing I have problem-wise with the Dilophosaur mold is some of them have some really gammy standing issues. So I will start with the very first one that I got, which is this one. This was the Attack Pack Dilophosaur from the Fallen Kingdom line. And then there is this one, which was released under the Legacy banner as part of a set, if I remember correctly. It came with, I think it was a Dimetrodon and a Velociraptor and a couple of other dinosaurs. Then the other ones I've gotten are the Destructosaur version. Again, all of them have the frill piece. As I said, it's kind of a standard thing on all of these. Now, as I said, the molding on these can be a bit annoying because they do tend to be either the way the legs are positioned, they tend to either lean to one side or they'll just fall over. You have to get that right spot for them to stand. This is the only one that doesn't have the spit venom thing on this type of mold. You can see they reuse the mold for this quite a bit. And then I have this one, which is I think it's like a Savage Strike or one of those, where you just need to move its arm because it's trapped it. So you pull up the tail and the frill extends out at the side and the mouth opens. The interesting thing about this one is the head on this one is actually way bigger than all the rest, mainly probably to incorporate that gimmick. But there's that one. Then there is another one of the Savage Strike ones. which is this one, which is kind of one of my favorites. It has a really cool gimmick. It's actually a water squirt gimmick, so it does have the hole in the mouth. I'm not sure if you can hear that on there. There's this squishy belly bit, and it actually squirts water. It's kind of reminiscent of the old original Dilophosaur. And then the last one I got, other than the new one that I'm reviewing now, is this one. This is the one that came with the Dennis Nedry set, and it's supposed to be kind of representation of the one from the original movie, which I think this one does a way better job of representing. Even if down to the frill, looks much better. You can see what they were trying to go for on this one, but this one was more of a budget version, whereas this one just looks more dead on to the creature that you see in the movie. So this one's supposed to have the spit glob as well. Unfortunately, I can't find the one for this, but you can swap the two between these ones because they all use the same mold. Unfortunately, you can't take the spit glob from this one and put it into the others, because if I take it out, the back actually has a big nodule on it, whereas I take the ones out of these ones, it's actually different sizing. So these one will fit, but they'll just flop around the place on this one. It won't stay in great, and the bulb on the back of this is too big for these ones, so unfortunately there is that downside. The Destructosaur one doesn't have that, even though it has the same, it uses the same mold. The gimmick with that was there's a magnetic piece in the top of its head, and if you went, it came with a crate, I believe, and if you went near the crate, it would break open the crate. So that is the Dilophosaurus that I have out of the way, but the one that we're going to have a look at is this one. So very basic articulation, nothing in the head other than the hinges for the frill. The hands just move forward and back, and legs just move forward and back. Tail doesn't rotate on mine. It's very stiff. There is a cut joint for it. I'm not sure if it doesn't rotate. I don't want to force it just in case it snaps, but it is a nicely done dinosaur. The feet do look a little big. I think that's because it's a weirdly top heavy dinosaur, so you need to have at least a good foot covering for it to fit properly on the ground. And then its paint apps are very, very nicely done. So on to the Claire figure, which is here. This is the Claire Daring figure. One thing that's interesting, I had to go back and have a look at the scene that she's wearing this kind of uniform in. They got most of it right, except for her waistcoat here, her shirt. The one that I can see in the movie, now correct me if I'm wrong, but as far as I can see, the one that she's wearing in the movie is actually a kind of dark red, whereas the rest of these colors tend to be the right color for her. But I think she's wearing a dark red tank top in the movie. At least that's what it looks like to me anyway. It looked like a dark red tank top, but she's a pretty good figure. So before I get on to her articulation, I'm just going to bring in one of the other iterations I have of Claire. This is the one that came with, actually I can't remember if she came on her, oh yeah, she came on her own with the, I think it was the Stegosaurus, little baby Stegosaurus dinosaur packing. So you can see the differences. I'm still not sold on the likeness for the actress, for Dallas Howard. Is it Dallas Howard? Yeah, I think it's Dallas Howard. Is it Bryce Dallas Howard? But it's not bad to say, but I just don't think it looks 100% like her. Even though I prefer the hair down version of the new one compared to the ponytail one of the previous. This was released as part of the Fallen Kingdom line. Again, not a bad figure. Very similar in construction, but no, from what I can see, none of the parts swap over. So if I just move her out of the way there and go to the articulation. So arms can rotate around, hinge out that much. They can't really go any further up than that. Single hinge elbow with rotation, waist swivel, legs can splay out that much. Kick forward into a seated position, bend at the knee, swivel at the knee, nothing in the ankles. Peg holes for if you have a stand that will fit. Head is on a ball joint. She does come with two cool accessories. Just comes with this really tiny dino tracker type thing. At least I think it's supposed to be a dino tracker. It's what it says on the box. Some sort of tracker. And it can fit in her hands. Her hands are gummy enough that she can put it in her hand and it will stay there, which is kind of nice. And then the other thing she comes with is this kind of cool tranquilizer gun. Don't even remember her wielding any weapon in the movie. I know Owen does, but I can't remember if Claire does. It's pretty cool looking weapon compared to Owen's one anyway. Owen's one looks like a kind of oldie style Winchester style rifle, whereas this one has a more modernized kind of dart gun kind of look to it. But overall, it's a really nice design. And if you have this figure and you have one of the mercenary figures from the previous line, you can give it to them if you don't want Claire to have her accessory, and it will fit nicely in one of their hands, and you can have them running around trying to capture dinosaurs, which is pretty cool. Overall, it's a really good set. It is one of my favorites of the two sets I've picked up so far. I do hope to try and get the other double pack human dinosaur sets. I am, as I said, trying to get the Alan Grant one that comes with the older version of Alan Grant with a Dimetrodon. Dimetrodon is one of my favorite dinosaurs slash non-dinosaurs. It was back when I was growing up, it was kind of considered a dinosaur, and then later on they realized that it is not a dinosaur but a prehistoric reptile. So it's a really cool looking creature. I've always been kind of fond of it with the big sail on it. It's probably one of the reasons why I love the Spinosaurus in Jurassic Park 3. It's just such a bizarre looking thing with a big giant spine on it. I do have the battle damage, the Dimetrodon, which I hope to do a review of, but I'm hoping to get that Alan Grant versus Dimetrodon 2-pack. So there you go, guys. I hope you enjoyed this quick video review of the Claire and Dilophosaurus review. As I said, I got mine from Big Bad Toy Store. I think they're still available at the time of this recording, so if you want to try and get one there, they're not too bad. I think you can get them on Amazon as well, which isn't too bad. That's Amazon US as opposed to the UK version. But overall, it is a really good set, so I do recommend getting it. And I hope you enjoyed this quick video review of the Claire and Dilophosaurus. So as always, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And hope you enjoy the next video. Cheers.